So here's a quick look at what you'll be provided with. You'll receive this piece of proto board, which has some components soldered on it. You can solder these on if you would like a little bit of a soldering challenge. It's really not that difficult. There'll be a battery pack, and you should bring your own AAA batteries. Make sure they're nice and fresh. And then over here, this is the actuator. This is a tiny little solenoid. And notice when we press the button on the remote control that the solenoid's activated and it clicks. So you're going to use this, build a system around it to run along the wire, and then at the push of the infrared remote, this is going to trigger the release of your beanbag. Now there's not a lot of force there, so you'll have to think carefully about how to translate that force into a release mechanism. But that's up to you. This is what we'll provide you as a starting point. So here's a very simple system that you might use. You'll probably improve on this. This is just a pencil, and then the actuator suspended directly underneath it. All we're going to do is suspend the beanbag just from the very end of that pin, and then when the actuator is depressed, or when the remote control button is depressed, and then the little electromagnet pin extends, it just pushes the beanbag off and it falls. So that's one possible solution to the problem. So here's another solution where a bracket's been made to hold the coil, and the beanbag is now suspended from a cord, and when you push the remote control, it's released and falls. There's the circuit again that we'll provide you, and that's just the battery pack there. For jpec, at the far side it's 3.5 meters off the ground. Over here on this side it's 5.2 meters off the ground. Your drone is going to travel along this wire, and the target will be placed directly underneath on the concrete floor at some point along the trajectory, and that point will change over time. So you can see, based on the needle reading, that this wire is inclined at somewhere around 12 degrees below the horizontal, and then it's going to be under 20 pounds of tension. So you're going to have to mount your drone mothership on this wire, let it run down the wire, and then release the package using the remote control system.